the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this deep. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He might want another play. To the air, it's Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Fields. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Using his legs, it's Locke. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to take a shot. Snags it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He'll set up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route. The big fella, if he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Durham. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder setting up the screen. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Nice job by the defense that time, defending the end zone. There was a pass play. Everybody covered up in the back end. And when they saw the quarterback take off, they were able to rally to him and stop him short of the end zone. Now what are they going to do on fourth down?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Blocked over the middle. It's Flanagan. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move...
Wide open spaces. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick step and go. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's sharp. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grab near the sticks. It's sharp. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. The give to the tailback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on! Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pulls it in, it's Fields.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bob. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, and That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Play the analytics here and you go for 2. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's got the 2-point conversion and they build on that lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Carr. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, what a move. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 29.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
15.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
That ball carrier.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole, not good.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The offense changing the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Carr. Taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Made a defender miss. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Love.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the big fella. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of...
He's looking deep. It's picked up.
RD, what a play by the safety, and then the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover two and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the ground, it's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's locked. Touchdown by the Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stayed chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
This time it's complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Just keep slinging it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Sneaks into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the...
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking for room, it's locked. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They believe in a large four-down territory, and they go for it on fourth and short from the 47. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Carr. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got a man. It's locked. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Back to throw. It's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the offense only needs a field goal to take the lead. They've got great field position, but it's 4th and short on the plus side of the field. And as a head coach, you got to start thinking, do we go for it? Do we stay on the field? Do we get some more yards, make the field goal even easier? Let's find out.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
How about the defense coming up in a big spot in the 4th quarter, 4th down stop. They got a chance to put points on the board, take the lead, maybe lose. Now you got the ball back to your offense, a chance to go out and win this football game.
Looking for a gap. It's Bob. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Punts it out of the air. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They move on top here in the 4th. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. On the run, it's Ott. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught near the sticks. It's Kent. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Ott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the catch. It's locked. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Sooner. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's on target and complete. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running the red zone. It's Ott. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out. Bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here come the Irish, back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now, they've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
If you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. To the air. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Catch in the middle. It's Burks. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. Back's looking for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Price. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
They'll pass on the field goal and take another shot at the end zone before the half. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That's reeled in. It's Love. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on third. Finds his big tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has himself set up first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's Ott. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going for the marker on the ground.
I think a lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Love.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown Irish. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's the Tegna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's up. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds his man, it's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Flanagan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Fields. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.